सो हेलो नमस्कार टू द ऑल केमिस्ट्री लवर्स, डॉक्टर्स एंड इंजीनियर्स ऑफ द नियर फ्यूचर। मैं विजय कुमार सोनी आपका हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं इन केमिस्ट्री वाला चैनल रिगार्डिंग टू योर वन एंड ओनली केमिस्ट्री। In previous video we have discussed about the just four important qualitative properties as a just you can say relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation of boiling point, depression of freezing point and osmotic pressure. Now the time to discuss about the very important topic, that is the type of solution on the basis of osmosis. So this is the types of solution, you can say on the basis of osmotic pressure के बेस पे there are three kinds of the solution, we can say three kinds. Number one is your isotonic solution. Number two is your hypertonic solution, and number three is your hypotonic solution. These are the three important solutions where particular hyper and hypo will take just combined. First of all is your isotonic solution. Iso means common, so this is the isotonic solution. What is the meaning of isotonic solution? When two solutions, if you have two solutions having same value of, this is the same value of osmotic pressure, then those are known as just your isotonic solution. If we'll go with the further, then you can see, suppose there is a solution 1 A, you can say this is the solution B. If both exist same value of osmotic pressure, you can say its osmotic pressure is pi 1 and its osmotic pressure is your pi 2. If we'll go with the just further, then pi 1 is equals to just C1 RT and this is equals to C2 RT. From constant value remains cancelled, so this will be C1 is equals to C2. This is about the just isotonic solution. Means what we can say that isotonic solution at the same value of the concentration also. Number of moles will also same. We can say just C is equals to N upon V, so it will be N1 upon V is equals to N2 upon V. From V to V this remains cancelled, so number of moles will also same. No change in the number of particles. So what will we say? Just we can say concentration of such solutions remains same means particular type के solution की concentration same होगी. And we have discussed this osmosis जो होगा low concentration to high concentration, यहाँ particular concentration same है, so we can say that no osmosis take place. No osmosis take place. For this we can take the example particular. Suppose if we go with the just, this is the example, you can say just concentration of our blood cells is 0.9% by mass volume, and if there is just use of injection of saline water, particular it will be use of saline water to dissolve the different kinds of the medicines to inject in the body. So in that case, to just use of injection of saline water, then its concentration means concentration of saline water, its concentration is 0.9% by mass volume, then there will not any side effect on our body. हमारी बॉडी पर कोई साइड इफेक्ट नहीं होगा. ये था आपके पास में फर्स्ट टाइप सॉल्यूशन का. सेकंड टाइप बात करें, देन दैट इज योर हाइपरटोनिक सॉल्यूशन एंड hypotonic solution. Suppose you have just two solutions. This is the solution 1, this is the solution number 2, means we can say B. If anyone exists larger value of osmotic pressure, suppose we are going to take the base of osmotic pressure, because of we are taking the basis of osmotic pressure. So there are just three kinds of the solution: isotonic, hypertonic and hypotonic. And if there are two solutions, one of the having larger value of osmotic pressure as a pi, then that is called as hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution, while the other having less value of the osmotic pressure is called as hypotonic solution. This was about the just type of the solution as a isotonic, hypertonic and hypotonic. What will be for the just hypertonic and hypotonic, we will discuss in next slide. Read the entire matter. If you have any problem, then you can ask through the just comment box or through the WhatsApp number as a 98291 98271. So be continue. Now the time to discuss about the just hypertonic and hypotonic in deeply. So we are taking the basis of osmotic pressure. That's why we can say the osmotic pressure for the solution A is your pi 1 and osmotic pressure for solution B is pi 2, and this is larger. If we'll go with the just value of the pi 1, that is C1 RT, and this is the C2 RT. From the constant it remains cancelled, so what we'll say, C1 is greater than C2. So what we can say that concentration of C1 solution means solution A will be larger and concentration of B solution will be smaller. So as we have discussed, just osmosis will take place from low concentration to high concentration. So here osmosis will from solution B to A, B से A की तरफ होगा, लो कंसंट्रेशन से हाई कंसंट्रेशन की तरफ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जस्ट फॉर दिस वी कैन टेक टू एग्जाम्पल. Suppose as we have discussed, the concentration of blood cell in our body is your 0.09% by mass volume, and if there is use of saline water to dissolve medicine as injection having less concentration means then you can say 0.9 by mass volume percentage. इससे कम कंसंट्रेशन वाला आपने इंजेक्ट कर दिया बॉडी में, तो नो डाउट ये लो कंसंट्रेशन है, लो कंसंट्रेशन से हाई कंसंट्रेशन की तरफ जाएगा, मींस blood cell becomes just swell up, blood cells swell up हो जाएंगी, and at last they becomes या they burst, वो फट जाएंगी। इस कंडीशन की बात करें तो हम पर्टिकुलर प्लाज्मोलाइसिस कहेंगे। सच कंडीशन is called as plasmolysis। इसीलिए पर्टिकुलर NaCl का यूज कम से कम करने के लिए कहा जाता है। So this was about this for the plasmolysis. We will take another example regarding to, this was about the just hypotonic solution. Now we will go with the just hypertonic solution. Means what will be whenever we are using just saline water to dissolve the medicine as an injection having the concentration more than 0.9%, then what will be? Now the time to discuss about the hypertonic solution. Listen me carefully. Here is the one of the just mistake, that is it will not as a plasmolysis, it will be as a hemolysis, means it will be bursting of RBC, then that is called as just a hemolysis. Hemolysis. Now the time to discuss about just if the concentration of saline water is, here is the just less than the 0.9%, is more than concentration of RBC as a 0.9% by mass volume, then इस बार आपके पास में कंसंट्रेशन ज्यादा है बाहर, तो पूरा आरबीसी का फ्लूइड बाहर आ जाएगा, देन आरबीसी बिकम्स श्रिंक्ड। इस बार आरबीसी आपके पास में श्रिंक हो जाएगी पर्टिकुलर। नाउ दैट कंडीशन इज कॉल्ड एज just your plasmolysis. It was your hemolysis and this is the plasmolysis. This was about the just hypertonic and isotonic solution. Now the time to discuss about the just, we can say one of the note also. Note, those people which exist large use of NaCl, जो लोग NaCl का ज्यादा यूज करते हैं, they exist swelling in feet. Such disease is called as edema डिजीज कहते हैं। और इन लोगों को एक सलाह दी जाती है डॉक्टर के थ्रू कि आपको NaCl का यूज कम से कम करना चाहिए। सो इट इज एडवाइज्ड to such people to use less amount of NaCl. This was about the important note. Now the time to discuss about the just we can say applications of osmosis. This is the very important topic. There are following applications of the osmosis. Following applications of osmosis. Number one, just we can say in the transportation of water, in transportation of water in plants. नो डाउट पर्टिकुलर प्लांट्स में वाटर का सप्लाई कैसे होता है, रूट से स्टेम से ब्रांच से लीव तक. तो ये पर्टिकुलर प्रोसेस जो होगा वो ऑस्मोसिस के थ्रू होगा. वाटर अपने आप में एक सॉल्वेंट है जो कि लो कंसंट्रेशन से हाई कंसंट्रेशन रूट में जाएगा, रूट से स्टेम से ब्रांच से लीव में जाएगा. दैट इज बेस्ड अपॉन द जस्ट ऑस्मोसिस. Just we can say another application to make fresh to the vegetables. It will use of water in the form of स्प्रे. सब्जी वाले को आपने देखा होगा पर्टिकुलर, जब वो बेचता रहता पूरे सुबह से शाम तक अपनी सब्जियों को, वेजिटेबल्स को, तो वो टाइमली पर्टिकुलर उस पर वाटर का स्प्रे करता रहता है. उससे एंडोस्मोसिस होगा, वाटर उन वेजिटेबल्स में जाएगा. एंडोस्मोसिस के कारण पर्टिकुलर वो लॉन्ग टाइम तक फ्रेश बनी रहती है. दिस वॉज अबाउट द सेकेंड एप्लीकेशन रिगार्डिंग टू योर ऑस्मोसिस. And this was about the just hypertonic, hypotonic and isotonic solution. Now time to discuss about the third application regarding to your osmosis. If we'll go with the just raw meat, जो कि प्रिजर्व करना हो रॉ मीट को, तो उसे भी हम NaCl सॉल्यूशन में सस्पेंड करके रखते हैं ताकि लॉन्ग टाइम तक वो प्रिजर्व रह सके. उसमें भी एक्सोस्मोसिस हो जाए, एक्सोस्मोसिस के थ्रू पर्टिकुलर मीट से पूरा वाटर बाहर निकल जाए और लॉन्ग टाइम तक वो फ्रेश बना रहे. सो we can say that to preserve raw meat, it will use of NaCl solution and by exosmosis we can preserve it. This was the third application. Fourth application, to keep fresh to the flowers. Again, it will use of just वाटर. वही वाटर का स्प्रे करेंगे तो एंडोस्मोसिस के थ्रू वो फ्लावर की पेटल्स जो है वो एज इट इज फ्रेश बने रहेंगे. एंड फिफ्थ इज योर in the formation of resins, किशमिश बनाने के लिए भी हम पर्टिकुलर ग्रेप्स को हाइपरटोनिक शुगर के हाइपरटोनिक सॉल्यूशन में रखते हैं. This was about the just applications of the your osmosis. So, dear doctors and engineers of the near future and all the chemistry lovers, this was about the just type of the solution on the basis of osmotic pressure, applications of the osmosis, and we have discussed about the three important words. One of the is your plasmolysis, another is your hemolysis, bursting of RBC, hemolysis, just shrinking of RBC is plasmolysis, and edema also. And we have discussed about the a lot of applications of the osmosis. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, शुक्रिया, धन्यवाद. जस्ट इसी तरीके से अपना प्यार सपोर्ट मुझे देते रहिए. नो डाउट जीतेंगे जरूर, सक्सेस जरूर मिलेगी, डॉक्टर बन के रहेंगे और इसके साथ साथ 12th में एक अच्छी परसेंटेज भी स्टैंड करके रहेंगे. इसी विश्वास के साथ फिर मुलाकात होगी एक नए टॉपिक के लिए. तब तक के लिए शुक्रिया, धन्यवाद.